Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I am your host, Alex Reevy, along with the PJ princess herself, Sandy Reevy.
Still in my jammies.
It is episode 419, the week of August 3rd. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we start off the week with Thursday the 6th, Venus ingress Libra.
Standing ovation.
And Sun trine Saturn retrograde.
Just turned.
Sunday, August 9th, Mercury ingress Leo.
Getting to learn some new fun.
Then in Talisman Times, we are discussing the August 6th Talisman number 1947 to reflect truth and kindness. On the horizon, we have our August astrology forecast out now, our Chicago UX show coming up, and the Egypt retreat. And in our house, we have a trivia question for you that we'd love to explore. So stay tuned for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your stars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river, wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you.
Hello, PJ Princess. I don't get to call you that often at all.
No, it's so funny because now that I'm in my new house in Ohio, all on one ranch, ranch style home. When I get out of bed, especially when I have to make talismans, today is another talisman day because the sun in Leo is moving with Jupiter coming up over the horizon at the same time.
That sounds exciting.
So I'm up early and I don't go back into my bedroom to change. When I lived in my 4-story place, it would be when I get up, I get dressed immediately and then go down to the first level. My bedroom's on the 3rd floor. I don't go back up, right? So, but my pajamas are it used to be an old go out in public dress. This used to be a dress I used to wear when I went out in public.
Oh, well, it's cute.
Maybe when I was 40, but when I'm 70, I am wearing it at night in my privacy of my house. In fact, usually all my pajamas are things I've worn out in my daylight or nighttime.
Right. All right. Well, welcome to episode 419, the week of August 3rd. We have a very short week ahead with only 3 transits to discuss.
And it starts on the 6th. So it's a very calm, easy start of August. It really, really is. We start with August 1st, right? And there's no transits until the 6th. So for the first 5 days is like you're on your own.
No guidance from us. So let's move into the transits where we will discuss our first transit, which is Thursday, August 6th. We have 2 transits here. First is Venus ingress Libra.
Yes, standing ovation. She made it through her last 3.5 weeks in fall. She was able to crawl out of her fall where she was ignored and downfallen when she was in Virgo. But now she's moved to the next sign. It's her domicile. It's Libra. She has authority and she is in control here. And so all relationships improve if they're still standing, right? Because we had Venus in Virgo while Mercury was retrograde. So, and then we had the square. So if your relationship is still intact, it should improve now. And if it's not intact, you're going to improve now on your own.
Okay. Well, that sounds very harmonious moving forward. The second transit on Thursday is Sun trine Saturn retrograde.
Right. So Saturn just went retrograde. Anytime the sun is in a trine to one of these outer planets, we know that planet has just turned. So it's heading backwards now. So, but it's lovely. The sun trine the outer planets Saturn's not an outer planet, it's a superior planet, but it's still further out than the sun. It's steady accomplishment. It's stay in control of your plan ahead, right? Like, what is your plan that you started? Check in with the progress at the next trine, which is not till December 1st.
Okay.
So, and that will be when the sun is in the other fire sign of Sagittarius.
So this is a
So
good checkpoint.
this is a checkpoint. Keep moving. This is because it's Saturn's retrograde. So whatever your plan was, keep figuring out revision, revising, review. You still can move forward, even though Saturn's retrograde. You're making adjustments along the way.
Mm.
You're kind of
And I even think,
ironing out the wrinkles.
right. And you can reapply yourself, right? So if it's come to a very quiet lull, maybe this is time to re-ante or reapply and keep moving forward with or reevaluating.
Yes.
Reevaluate, figure out where this value is for you in your life.
And how will you accomplish it? Because Saturn likes the slow, steady movement of accomplishment, right?
Or yeah, just baby steps.
Yeah, and when a planet's retrograde, like the big guy, Saturn, we go internal. It's like, is this really important? Am I serious about this? Do I have the fortitude to get this through the speed bumps, right? How
Hmm.
how passionate am I about this? Um, it's funny because what I just said, I said, it's kind of time to iron out the wrinkles. You know what I'm doing today?
Ironing,
Yes.
wrinkles.
Yes, but do you know of what? Some people do this, I've heard. I have never in my life done this, and I'm going to do it today. Now, I know it's not
Sheets.
Thursday. Yes,
Well, that's
I
really funny because we, for the first
because
time, ironed our sheets.
because they're bamboo, right? They're the
We
sun.
already, yeah, we already had the ironing board out, and we were like, meh, might as well.
So you ironed your bamboo sheets?
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, because I was for the first time slept in my Murphy bed when Andrew was visiting. I know this we're talking like we do. But when I put the sheets on this Murphy bed, they were all wrinkly, and I'm having a guest come this weekend, and I'm like, next time I get a guest, I have to iron these sheets. So they're in the wash now. I'm going to iron them.
Hmm.
Anyway, ironing out the wrinkles. Let's stay on
Ironing out the
the
wrinkles.
subject.
All right, so let's move on to our final transit of the week, which is Sunday, August 9th, Mercury ingress Leo.
Really, really getting to learn a little bit of new fun. Mercury has been, he's the thinking planet. He's the
Hmm.
mental, cognizant, like, let's think, make a plan, agree or disagree. The thinking planet finally comes out of his Cancerian retrograde sign. So after all this TLC and taking care of people, like, right, there's been a lot of that where people are needing support
Hmm.
that maybe normally don't need as much TLC needed. It's now time to have a bit of fun because Mercury retrograded in Cancer, hasn't in 6 years, did it. That's why it's not every time Mercury goes retrograde, it's in a different sign. This year it's in
Hmm.
water signs. Um, he moved into Cancer on June 2nd, and he comes out here August 9th. So this is more than a 2-month period of Mercury, who likes to normally go through a sign in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, two
He's
months is a
there
long
for
time.
over 2 months. Like that's a
Hmm.
lot of either taking care of yourself or
A lot of
really,
nurturing.
really trying to be responsible for other people and supporting them either with emotional um, connections or financial connections. Um,
Or even like
so
um nourishment at the
yeah,
same time, like food or,
yeah.
taking care of their
Like
needs.
staying in their home like I did for 10
Hmm.
days. So really just getting to click your heels a little bit on the side, that is a little bit more
That's great.
entertaining. So yeah,
Hmm.
watch that because Mercury likes to move fast. He's our fastest planet other than the moon.
Hmm.
And for him to
Which
be
technically it's
here,
not the moon, it's the luminary, but yes,
it's a
yeah,
luminary.
I know what you mean.
Got it. All right, 10-4.
All right. Don't forget that you can follow along with these transits
Actually,
personally.
it's 10:45. 10:45. Yeah.
So don't forget you can follow along with these transits personally. You can download the astrology guide, your own natal chart, or of course book a reading with Sandy. I'm going to throw those show notes plus the $20 off discount in the show notes for you. Let's move on to Talisman Times, where we are discussing 1947. And this one is going to be created Thursday, August 6th, to reflect truth and kindness. Tell us about this one.
I am blessed with generosity, unseen guidance, and a steadfast resolve. This knowledge reveals itself in moments of stillness, illuminating my path with insight and peace.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, the moon is in exaltation in Taurus in the 10th house, right? It's a very grounded, emotional moon. Is making a nice sextile to Mercury, still in Cancer, and his moon is receiving Mercury because Mercury is in the moon's domicile sign. But Mercury's still in shadow. He's direct, but he's still in shadow. He's just finishing, he's at the very, actually, one of the very last degrees of a shadow period, and he's in the 12th house here.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the shadow period, the 12th house, is kind of that reflection of truth and kindness through unseen guidance and through the stillness that opens up the path of insight and peace.
Mm.
So there's a sense of meditative, and if we think about it, to reflect truth and kindness, are you being reflected by people that you are around? All right, is there a mirrored image, or are you reflecting truth and kindness? Right, it's both.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So in other words, you'll be attracted to be around truth and kindness, kind people, and you're reflecting it from them, right? It's very lovely. It's like looking in the mirror and going, oh my gosh, I love my hair today. That kind of feeling, because your reflection makes you feel warm, and insight, and have a peaceful demeanor.
Yeah. Well, all of our pre-sale talismans are online. I'm going to throw the link in the show notes for you. And of course, you can search all of our finished talismans there as well. Let's move on to the horizon, where we've just finished up on August 1st our August astrology forecast. That's currently up on YouTube for free. Also, if you want a downloadable cheat sheet that goes along with it that lists all of the transits, their astrological glyphs, and both Sandy and Susan's one-liner, really like pinpointed bits of advice, that is only a $5 charge, and that helps us keep going with our Chatting with the Stars. So I'm going to put those links in the show note for you. And coming up next in September 3rd through the 8th is the Chicago UAC show, where
Come on.
Yeah, it is the United Astrology Conference, and this is in Chicago at the Marriott Hotel downtown. I'm going to throw the link to purchase any tickets, but it is going to be a week-long astrology conference where you can join in so many different tracks. You can be beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and of course, stop by the booth and say hello. So then September 13th through the 26th, we will be headed to Egypt for our annual Egypt retreat. We do have one more spot left, one more room left, so it could be for one person or two. And yeah, if you have questions or you're a little bit unsure but you still feel the call, don't forget you can schedule a free retreat call with Sandy where she will answer your questions and give you a better vision of what this retreat is going to look like for you. All right, that is on the horizon. Let's move into our house where we have a trivia question for you guys. Shall I ask or are you going to ask?
No, you ask because I'm gonna read what this interesting facts that I get every day. I
Okay.
thought this one was interesting.
Okay. Which of the five senses is most linked with memory? Is it sight, hearing, smell, taste, or touch? Think about it. And drum roll, please. The answer is
Smell. Yeah. It's interesting
interesting.
because, they talk about, are you, sometime in your life you've had a certain smell, whether it's, fresh cut grass or your grandparents' house or some like strange detail that you get this like memory because you smell something,
Oh,
right?
I totally can. I can even look almost smell my grandma's house by you even just saying the smell of grandma's house.
And it's the smell center is known as the olfactory bulb, right? We have that in our brain. And it's connected to the hippocampus and the
Mm-hmm.
amygdala.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the two that are responsible for the emotional processing, right? So it's this
Mm,
olfactory bulb is directly connected to the emotional processing area. And that's why it's the smell, it can evoke such a powerful memory compared to the other senses that you just mentioned. And they can be these memories can be extremely distinct, and they're
mm,
often linked to childhood because they were first stored when we experience that scent for the first time at such a young age.
mm.
There was a study in
And it makes me also
27.
think like we're also animals, or like we're I know we're human beings, but like also we're a part of the animal kingdom, and scent is so important for animals to see,
Well,
is this something that I can eat? Is this something I shouldn't eat? Is there something dangerous around me? And am I home? Is it's dark out? Am I where I need to be?
well, I've got another trivia then. How many miles that a polar bear has been known to track the scent of a seal, which he can eat?
I mean, I'm gonna guess very far because w- polar bears are up there with all the ice and water, and that's not a whole lot of smells. So I'm gonna guess, are we talking miles right
Yeah,
now?
in
Okay.
miles, miles.
Shoot. I'm gonna say something like, I think it's maybe higher, but let's just say 25 miles.
20 miles. Ding,
Ah,
ding.
okay.
Really close, though,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
far when you think about it. Wow.
I mean, that's like you go to downtown and back,
Uh-huh.
or go
True.
from Evanston to downtown and back. Right. Yeah, and it's because well, there's this long study. They did this study in 2017 that part of the olfactory bulb known as the piriform cortex is what allows certain smells to be deposited in our long-term memory. This cortex requires other parts of the brain to pull it off. It's the olfactory bulb essentially consults our orbital frontal cortex, an area of the brain responsible for higher level
For
taste and smell functions.
hmm,
So, about whether a smell should be stored in a long memory or not, right? And this is
interesting.
what was interesting. Corporations are very aware that smell can be a powerful reminder of memory and an emotion. And
Mm-hmm.
you can trademark certain scents. It's literally legit legal to have a company trademark a certain scent.
I mean, that it makes sense, right? And I remember in my marketing days, we discussed this, and some companies will spend so much money just to have basically scent pumps installed outside of their doors so that while people are going by, they're kind of like, "Ooh, let's go in here." And they don't even realize kind of why they're doing that. Um, but what also totally reminds me of is back in teenage years, Abercrombie and Fitch, Hollister, American Eagle, they would all have their colognes or perfumes, and you would walk in there and you would smell like you were there for a while, because they would just keep spraying the bottles all over the t-shirts and jeans, and I mean it was pungent. So I get it.
And this article brings in Verizon, for example, owns the rights to the flowery musk scent used in the stores. And there's
Interesting that a
literally
phone company would do it. Yeah, go on.
an Olfa active branding company. There's literally called that.
Oh, and I'm sure they're very successful.
They work with clients and they bring up Nike to leverage the power of smell.
Huh.
Because when it comes to unlocking human emotions and memories, it's the strongest sense we have. Like we could say, oh, I like those shoes, or I like that phone, or I like that pair of jeans, but it's the memory that will say, I really like the vibe in this store, right? That I really want that'll make me feel, I'll really like this. It'll make me feel good. Not just look good, it'll make me feel good because of the memory of the scent.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's kind of like what I do in the morning. It's kind of like incense. I put my makeup on in the morning and I go, oh my gosh, I'm beautiful. My hair's cute. My makeup is all done. And then I keep that memory in my head all day long. And I walk about the day and go where I need to go. And I think I look like that. But then when I get ready for bed and I look back in the mirror, I'm like, what happened to that girl that I saw this morning? Because I don't look in the mirror, throughout the day. It's like I capture that look. And that's how I look the whole day.
Look and feel. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us for this episode this week. We will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Sniff, sniff.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your stars. It's you. Say you are the one, you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story of you. The story of you, the story.